If you've ever wanted a simple book promotion website but don't know where to start, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to walk you through the simple steps for building a promotional website using Notion so you can highlight your books. We're going to go step by step and you'll be able to see it really coming together just before your eyes so that you can then rewind, download Notion and create it for yourself. So here we are on a completely blank Minecraft page that we are going to turn into our book website. So to start off with, let's set up the page up here in the top right hand corner, clicking on these three little buttons and make the page full width. We can also customize it. We don't want page discussions. Table of contents can be quite useful. We'll make the comments minimal and we will get rid of any backlinks because we don't really need those right now. Okay, so what do we need when we're building a website? Well, first of all, we need some kind of header image up here. And so let's add a cover. And what happens in Notion is it automatically pops the cover on for you, but you can change it really easily. So we're going to go here and upload. And I'm going to upload a file image here that I've already got prepared. And we can move this about. It doesn't look quite so big when you're on mobile. It does look a lot bigger when you are on desktop like this. This one isn't quite the right size, so I would probably want to be editing that down to make it quite a bit smaller. But we can reposition it, we can move it around, make it, how we want it to be. For now, I'm just going to leave it as it is, just so that you can see the kind of image that we're looking for. That will be bigger when it's on mobile, as I say. But I can definitely put the dimensions for that image underneath so that you can get the image the right size. Okay, so once we've got our header image, then we can add an icon if we want to. So for example, you can put any icons that you like, or you can upload one yourself. For example, you might want to upload an image of the book. You can do that, or one of your characters, or you can actually upload a picture of yourself like I'm about to do. Let's just have a look. I'm going to put my Brockwell Press logo in. That's going to pop up and there we go. That's my logo for my imprint. And then we want to start thinking about building out this page. So you might want to start with the title of your book, or you might want to put the strapline of your book. It's kind of up to you. I'm actually going to just pop here Rescue Quest Minecraft Craft Adventure Series for Kids. Okay, so that's going to be my title. So this is where I want to start adding some images. So here we're going to have a nice image of the book, but in order to do that, I want to have two columns. I'm going to have a picture of the book here, and then I'm going to have some words here. So I'm just going to put words here, and then I'm going to put a picture over this side, if that makes sense, okay? So first of all, let's turn this into two columns. So I'm going to click on this button here. I'm going to turn into, and I'm going to go down to the two column format like that. Now, as you can see, if I hover here, there's one column here, but I can also hover here. Can you see there's a second column there? That's going to allow me to put a picture in. So let's do that now. So we're going to click the add button and we're going to scroll down to image. You can also just use a / and I for image. I'm going to upload a file and we are going to bring up a picture of the Rescue Quest book. There we go. Okay, so that's there to start off with. And then on this side, I might want to put a heading and a bit of information about the book. So for example, new middle grade adventure series for 7 to 12-year-olds set in Minecraft by Michelle. Great. And let's make that bigger so it actually stands out. We'll use turn into again. Whoops. We'll use turn into again. And then we've got our heading. We can change the colour of this if we want to. Again, you just click on it, or highlight it rather, and you go over to this one here. It says text colour, and you can change the colour, make it anything you like. So I could, for example, make it green or red, or whatever is going to be most in line with the design of your book. So we could make it red, for example. I can also change the width of these columns, so you can make them bigger or smaller. And that allows you to kind of play around with the size of the images that you've got. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to explain a bit about the series. So I'm going to add an image here, which is not in the 2-image format. I'm going to put a little graphic in, which is going to separate that top bit from the rest of the page. So let's do that now. So we're going to add in, it's going to be another image. So we go down to image. We're going to upload. I just need to find it. We'll pop that in. It's way too big. So let's make it smaller, like so. And I'm also going to crop it so that it doesn't take up the whole of the screen. Save. Still a bit too big. Let's just make it a bit smaller. There we go. So now it's like a little divider. So we've got a nice little header, picture of the book, and then we are going to carry on and talk a bit more about the book. So again, I'm going to turn this into 2 columns. I'm going to show you how to do it just with the / this time. So if you just click / and then type 2, you can then scroll down to 2 columns, and that automatically sets up those 2 columns for you there, as you can see. And now I'm going to put some information about the Rescue Quest series. Now, if you don't have a series, you don't have to do this. You could just put some information about the book itself. I'm going to turn this into heading 1, so it's nice and big. And I'm going to put some colour behind it as well. Just scroll down to the bottom here, and I want to have some background. So let's have a look at the colours here. What colours are we going to want to use? Probably something. Let's just have a look at these colours here for a second. Maybe the yellow would be good. So we'll scroll down, colour, and we want the background to be yellow. And that gives us that yellow background, and we can keep that. We'll keep that for each one then if we want to. And then I'm going to put some information about the Rescue Quest series underneath there. There we go. So that we can actually explain a bit more for readers about what that is about. I've just dragged it up so it's under the heading, and there is our information about the Rescue Quest series. Let's have an image on this side. So I'm going to / I for image, and we'll add a mood board image in. There it is. So we'll put a mood board in. I've already created this. It's the mood board for the series, all sorts of fun Minecraft type images there. And that allows us to give a little preview of what might be coming up to get readers a bit more excited to find out more. Okay, let's continue. This time I want to do a bit about book 1, maybe a synopsis, for example, of book 1 in the series. So let's do that. Let's put in a synopsis. As you can see, it's super simple to do this. I'm going to do my yellow background again, and it shows you the recently used up here, which makes it even easier. So I'm going to do book 1 synopsis. I'm going to make it nice and big. Okay. Now, what you can see here is I forgot to put the 2 columns in. It's not a problem. You just say turn into. Turn into is your best friend for changing things. It's now 2 columns. Yeah. So you don't need to worry if you make a mistake, because I'm going to put another image here. And here, I think I'm going to put an image, a different image of the first book. Maybe something like this one, for example. So you can see it's perfect. The perfect book for your Minecraft fan. And in this book, I will just put in a little summary of book one, like that. So they can read a little bit more about what happens in book one. Now, what about story themes? There is definitely a bit of a trend at the moment for putting story themes into promotion about books. I've noticed that, it's been like that for a little while now. So let's do a story themes section here. And maybe we want to make this go all the way across the page. So let's leave that as it is, and let's change the color to yellow again. But now it's a heading that goes all the way across the page. So you can see here we've done columns and columns and columns, but now we've done one that's gone across the page, which then allows us to put another heading in that says a bit more. Key themes in the story include, for example, like that. And then we can put in some of the key tropes that we have inside the book. Let's just pop those in there, little bullet points. And perhaps we actually want to have a picture here that demonstrates that again. So let's turn that into 2 columns. And then we've got our extra column here. And again, we can do our image, upload a file. And I've got an image here that actually already explains what some of the key things are. Now, this whole section here is moved down because it wasn't actually in the column. That's not a problem. We just drag it up until it's right underneath here, like that, and it will stay there. So we've now got story themes, and the key themes in the story include. What else might we want to include? How about we do a section on characters? Main characters. And let's turn that into a heading 1. And let's also change the color again, keep it all consistent. So we've got that sort of theme, the branding. And let's introduce some of the main characters. Let's switch it around. I'm still going to have 2 columns, but this time I'm going to put the image of the first main character, who is called Tom, on this side. So here we are. Here's Tom. He's our hero. So Tom is our hero. Let's make that heading 1, and then let's put some information in about Tom so that people can read a bit about him. There's our Tom, our hero. Okay, so now we're going to add another character underneath. So we want to go for 2 columns again, because I want to be able to put the text right here. If I'd kept it as 1 column and put the image underneath, the text is not going to appear in the right place. So this allows us to do this in a way that it keeps everything in line. And it will also work then when we are doing, when we look at how it's going to be viewed on mobile, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so our next character is our school bully, Hunter, who is a nasty piece of work in book 1. So our school bully is Hunter, and we'll put a bit of information in about him. There we are. And then we'll do 1 more, 2 columns. And this is going to be another character. Let's put in our granny. She's lovely. Grandma Jo. She is another main character who helps Tom. She's like his guide in the story. Oops. There we go. And let's put a little bit of information about her and one of her key sayings from the book. Okay, so where are we now? We've now got the information about the book here at the top and an image. If we decide that an image needs to be bigger, we can crop it. So I think that actually does need to be a bit bigger. So I'm going to pull it in from the side to make it square. You can also use this and just go square, like so. Save. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to allow you to make the image bigger just by dragging it like that. You can just drag it and it will make the image to be bigger. Okay. So Minecraft Adventure Series for kids. You can put some more information here. I could, for example, do this. So it spreads it out a little bit more. I can hit the return button so it's down. You can mess around with the layout however you want to. So Rescue Quest series, here we go. Then you've got the book one synopsis, story themes, main characters. Okay, so let's add in a review block because readers love to see reviews. It helps them to feel like the book has got already had some people reading it that love it. So we could definitely put some reviews in. So let's do that as a 3-column image. I'm going to put them down here. You could actually put them at the top, put them wherever you like. I'm going to pop them down here at the bottom. Like this. We're going to make this a block that's going to go all the way across. And let's make that bigger, like so. So here I'm going to add 3 columns, like so. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to put the images in each block. Got a reader review here. You've got another one here. We've got another one here. Okay, so we've now got our 3 reader reviews. And they will be on top of each other. They will go on top of each other when they are on mobile. Now, the reason I keep adding these headers is because when you look on the right-hand side here at the index, people can then just go straight to the reader reviews. They can go straight to the main characters. You can put them, if you do uppercase like this, then it's going to stand out slightly more in the index, which might be a good reason to do it. So we can easily change that. So you see if I do that, now the main characters is a header and the reader reviews is a header. So you can do that to make it stand out a little bit more in the index. Okay, so we've put the reader reviews in, and that allows us to share a bit more of that social proof. And then, of course, the all-important, how do they get hold of the book? How do they buy the book? Okay, so let's have where to buy. We can put this in, do the same again, make it a yellow background, and we can add, make it a nice big heading. And then we're going to want to have the links here. I'm going to make it 2 columns again because it won't be a particularly big section this. And if we just have the 2 columns without anything else going on, it's going to be a little bit odd. So I'm going to make it 2 columns. So let's just do that first. There we go, 2 columns. And I'm going to add another image in here. Let's just see if we have another one that we feel would be useful. We could just pop this one here. It's quite a nice shape because it's horizontal, so that goes quite well when you don't have a huge amount going on with the image. Okay, and here is where I would put the buy links. So you might have a little bit of information about how to buy it, and then you can put in the link. So amazon.co.uk, amazon.com, Barnes and Noble, for example, maybe Kobo, and BorrowBox, wherever you're selling it. BorrowBox, Apple Books, Google Play Books, wherever you're selling it. Pop all those in. And then quite simply, what I would do then is I would add in a nice little emoji. So I'm right clicking and I'm going to put, actually I'm not going to use a basket. There's quite a nice emoji for a trolley there. Cart, as you would say in the US. And I quite like that little emoji for links. So I'm going to put that in front of each one of these buy links. There we go. One more. And then all you simply do in order to put the link in is you would just highlight the word. Oops. Highlight this. Go to the link part of the menu and then change that to the actual link for the book and say link to your webpage. And then when you click on that, that will take you to the webpage for the book. And you can do that for each of these so that you have all the buy links there ready and available for people to buy. Okay, so where are we now? Let's have a little recap. So we've got our header image at the top. Obviously, you want to make that look perfect for the header. And I'll give you, as I say, I'll give you the dimensions for that below the video. You've got your little intro section here with a little bit about the book. You've got a bit about the series, if you have a series, a synopsis of the book, the key themes, the main characters. You could obviously put a bit about relationships here, if it was a romance, or key locations, for example. We've got some reader review images, which I'd created in Canva separately. We've got our where to buy link. So now we might want to have a little bit about the author. So let's do an author info section just at the bottom here. And I'm going to keep the branding the same. Oops, colour. There we go. And let's do another 2-column. And let's put in another image. This time we'll use an image of me. So I'm going to upload my images, which will be, let's put this one in. You can do circles, which is fine. And then we're going to pop a little bit of information and some links in for me. There we go. So a little bit about me, and some links there to sort of add a bit more about me. And I can easily add Substack in here, and then you just highlight and link it to Substack. I'm going to pop that in. So that's cherylreeveswrites.substack.com. There we go. And then you might want to just put a line there at the bottom. You just add it by clicking add, and you just scroll down until you get to divider, and that will do the same thing, and it will just give you that line. Okay, at the bottom here, we can just put in a copyright for the page, 2025, Michelle Reeves, made with Notion. And there, your page is done. So there, your page is done. So now how do we share this page with the world? Well, all we do literally, And this is still all free, remember. You click share and you want to publish it to the web. And what it will do is it will give you a website. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to publish it to the web. And you can change this bit here. So it can tell you, about the URL. You can change the URL. Let's view the site. And here is our new site, all ready for anyone to view, just as we've built, with our characters, our reader reviews, our links that go to the right place, and our author info. And it really is as simple as that to create a website. And this is a very, very simple one. You could definitely do more. You could have more columns, more headings. You could change it around. You can have background, more background information. But it's a very simple website that is completely free to create and completely free to host. So if you just want something to start with, I think this is a great way to create a book promotion site until you feel like you have maybe more resources to be able to upgrade to something paid for. So I promised I'd show you what the website will look like when it is on mobile. And you'll see that the great thing about making websites with Notion is that as long as you follow the column layout that I've just shown you, it looks fantastic when you then see it on mobile. And let's be honest, most people are using mobile to look at websites for the first time these days. Down to the reader reviews, again, those 3 images were side by side on web, but they stack really nicely on mobile. We've got our where to buy links, and we've got the author information at the bottom. So I hope that's been a useful walkthrough for how to build a simple author book promotion website using Notion. It's completely free to use Notion as a personal user. It's free to create the websites, and it's very simple to go in and make any changes that you want to. So you can also find links to template for this and my other Notion pages underneath this video, as well as the header image dimensions. And if you've got any questions at all about how to use the template or how to build this or anything else in Notion that might be useful for you as an author, just pop a comment below and I will come back to you. That's it for this video. I'll see you again soon.